Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to react to the LaBrant family snark subreddit. I figured I've done this for other people and I just did it for the Ballinger, for Colleen Ballinger. So I figured it would be a good time. If you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so this Reddit has a ton of people following it. It has almost 17,000 mean girls, as they call themselves, and obviously that is, that's the whole idea of actual snark. If you're being snarky and you're not actually being a bully, then I think that we can all appreciate a little bit of snark here and there. And I'm here for it. A lot of these subreddits exist, and I love the ones that focus on family vloggers because it's sort of this like central place where you can see all of the problematic things that they've said, that they've done, that they've filmed. And the one thing that I've noticed on a few of these family vlogger Reddits is that they really go above and beyond to make sure that the kids are being protected. So it's not like they are showing images of the family vlogger kids, if that makes sense, because then that would kind of be like, well, you're showing images of their own kids. But I really like this because they go above and beyond, and they also make sure that the comments are not targeted towards the kids, but focusing on the parents, because at the end of the day, that is the issue. It has nothing to do with the kids. But as always, I will link this in my description box, and depending on how this goes, I will probably do a part 2. I'm sure that I will. There's a lot to get through, and I want to get right into it. So I'm going to go from the top down like I always do. So the very first thing is something that Savannah posted on her Instagram stories, ranting about the gas prices. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that gas is very high and it's really hard for a lot of us, but for family vloggers that make millions of dollars by showing their kids to weirdos online, it's rich coming from them. She paid $171.34 for her gas and captioned it, "My gas today, fun stuff." On top of it, I'm pretty sure that they drive like a huge SUV. Yeah, I think that I'm pretty sure that they have a Cadillac Escalade, so to have to fill that, I'm sure that it is a lot of money, but I would have a little bit more sympathy if they were, I don't know, not exploiting their kids to make their income, not, especially with Everly. The way that they show Everly is so deplorable and disgusting. These two should be ashamed of themselves, but they won't. Oh my God. So Cole is over here posting stuff about Joe Rogan. Yikes. So evidently Savannah put on her Instagram story this photo of Everly, and she had to repost it because I guess she forgot to put a blur or a sticker over Everly's school logo because obviously she goes to private school. I don't understand when parents of these vlog kids are going to stop sharing things like what soccer team their kids are on, where they go to school, where they have gymnastics practice, what baseball team they're on. All of these things need to be protected because all that it takes is one little piece of info and people can literally find out addresses, phone numbers. They can reach out to your child's gymnastics coach. Like there's Facebook groups. There's so many different ways where someone can take one little piece of info and find out so much. Number one, obviously the kids don't need to be in the vlogs. We've had that conversation forever, but more so, if there's content out there of your child's school uniform or what baseball team they played on, or like what Boy Scout troop they're involved in, all of these things need to be deleted forever. It needs to be protected and none of it belongs online. So here's an image of Noah Heron. I think that this is someone maybe involved in their church. I'm not 100% sure who this man is, but he posted a photo of Everly on his Instagram. So obviously this is crossover. He knows that Everly is very popular on social media. And instead of protecting her child, Savannah leaves a comment, "Ha ha ha, love this." He's a pastor. So Pastor Noah, you might want to stop posting other people's children on your own social media, especially when it's pretty clear what you're doing. You're utilizing Everly for clicks and views because you know that she has a massive social media following. And instead of utilizing her for crossover promotion, why don't you not post other people's children on your timeline? It's weird. Cole posted a photo of the gas prices too. It's so ridiculous. And again, I get it. Like, I'm feeling pain at the pump. You guys are. I'm sure that we all are. But for these millionaire family vloggers to complain about gas prices is just them trying so hard to be relatable that it makes it cringeworthy. I want to talk about fan accounts for just a quick second because they shared this image from a fan account when they were announcing their recent pregnancy, and they're commenting on how Everly's smile always looks so forced and composed. And I get that too, but this reminded me of something I wanted to say about these fan accounts. I ended up looking to see how many fan accounts Maya Knight has on Instagram. She doesn't really have that many, but there are several TikToks that are praising her for, you know, everything that she's doing and so on and so forth. And the whole Maya Knight thing, that's a little bit of a conversation for a different day. But these fan accounts, as influencers and family vloggers, you have management companies. Most of them have a management company. Not all of them, but many do. If I had a social media manager, one of the top priorities that I would make sure that my management company was working on diligently is to make sure that these fan accounts are not sharing photos of my kids. I've always found it really weird how the family vloggers think that it's okay for these fan pages to post photos of their kids. And I get it, like, they put out the content, so the fan pages are going to take it and spread it even further. But isn't that really just like a creepy feeling? If you have any, normal amount of self-awareness or integrity, to see your children's faces on someone's Instagram account that does not know you, has never met you, but watches you on social media, they have photos of your kids on their social media page. To me, that's super creepy, but I guess I'm just not in the realm of understanding. So Savannah ended up partnering with Shein, and she got some backlash. Some of these comments are really good. I don't like Shein. I don't wear their clothing. I don't shop with them. Don't support them. But some of the comments are, why as a Christian and a mother would you be promoting Shein, who profits off unethical labor? I didn't even think that being a Christian or being a mother has, everything to do with this decision. I think that a lot of it has to do with just being a good person and, as an influencer, educating yourself on the brands that you're willing to work with. Being a full-time influencer, while it is extremely easy, it's also very, I imagine that it would be very rewarding if you do it right. And I see so often these influencers partnering up with brands that are unethical, shady. The CEOs are all kinds of crazy people. And all that it would have taken is 20 or 30 minutes of some homework. Do your due diligence, figure out what this company is all about. What do they support? What do they not support? Before you put money above your own integrity. And these people have whole managers. They have management teams. So when you have a manager or a management team as a full-time influencer, if you're too damn lazy to look into it yourself, then you would think that you could go to your manager and say, can you do a little homework? Send me a quick summary of what this company is all about. Is it something that I want to affiliate my name with? Will I get backlash? It's easily avoidable and it happens all the time. Another comment says, Shein is a horrifically unethical company. Please do not continue advertising for companies like this. Girl, why are you promoting Shein? That's so trashy. You make a crap ton of money and you call yourself a Christian, yet you have no ethics. Seriously, working with Shein? Why are you supporting Shein? As Alea commented above, they profit from unethical labor. If there's any brand to not promote on a platform like this, as a mom and as a Christian, this is the brand to avoid. So sad to see this. I'm kind of trying to understand why people are saying as a Christian and as a mom, but I would just say as someone with a decent heart and a good mind, you know to not support shitty companies. But at the end of the day, the dollar will always come first for most influencers. Most influencers that are doing this full time are not going to take the 20 or 30 minutes to look into the companies. They are going to figure out how much they can get paid and how quickly they can sign that agreement. They have focused a little bit on how Cole will do a lot of TikToks and Instagram videos without his shirt on. And I see what they're trying to say here, how it's a little weird, like your stepdad and this little girl are like making a TikTok, he's not wearing a shirt. I understand. Do I think that it's that? I don't. I hope not. But at the same time, it is really funny because it always seems like the most wholesome influencers are the ones that are doing stuff like this that make a lot of people completely side-eye them, and especially when it's not just one time, it's over a period of time. We have the classic advertising a beauty treatment with a filter on the image. So here's a picture of Cole and Sav, and they went to the facial lounge and they're saying it's the best. They obviously got their treatments for free. This was some part of an advertising brand deal for them. But if it's so good, then why do we have to filter the photo? This is something that influencers do all the damn time. And I've said it before, I have nothing wrong with filters, no issue there. Facetune, Photoshop, filters, all of those, if that helps your self-esteem and that helps you feel better before you post a photo, I am here for it all day long. But the problem is once you get into filters, Facetune, and Photoshop, alongside advertising a product in exchange for money or in exchange for the free product from the brand, that's where I have a big problem with it. Let's isolate brand deals to make sure that they are not edited photos. Because if any facial lounge could make me look like I'm walking around with a filter, you better guarantee I'd be visiting them once a week. So Savannah puts this image up on her Instagram story and says, "Help, this has been happening on and off with little Z lately. On his back, on the back of his knees, slightly on his arms. Tried switching shampoo, lotion, everything we use is super gentle. Does anyone else have experience with this?" Basically asking for help. And it is so funny because their freaking followers are children. So you're asking children for medical advice. And the second part of this is that, can we please stop sharing medical issues of children with strangers online? This image alone of a child on his back, and I will blur the photo just to be extra cautious, just that image alone, people who are inappropriate with this content would take that and have a field day with it. I know it makes my stomach turn as well. It's disgusting and creepy and weird and gross. Stop showing your children to people online. And on top of it, what are your kids, your child fan base gonna give you medical advice? So stupid. Can someone explain to me why everything this family does has to be some sort of competition? Why not just enjoy your stepkid actually wanting to do something with you, or keep your competition in the privacy of your own backyard instead of broadcasting it to everyone? Never. So this was only a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to look at their channel too, but Cole posted and said, "I know we haven't been posting as many family videos as we used to on our LaBrantFam channel. There's a number of reasons for this and we'll explain later. Nothing bad, all good stuff. Our family has never been better, but we just did upload a really cute family vid for those who have been missing it. I think it's safe to say that the family vlogger money train is running slow for some of these family vloggers. We have seen engagement go down and subscriber growth go down as well for a lot of these family channels. and their popularity is dwindling. That's just the way that it is. You know, people are realizing that there's issues with vlogging kids with no consent. And let's be honest, some of these vlog kids are getting a little bit older. Maybe they're not as easy to manipulate with candy and a trip to the toy store as they were when they were younger. Everly might be one of those children. Maybe she doesn't want to do a vlog. Maybe she wants to go see her friends. Maybe she wants to, you know, practice for her dance routine or whatever it is that she does in her free time. Maybe she doesn't want to be in the vlog and smile and stuff. And when you do see the photos of her on Instagram, a lot of them do look forced, as if someone's making her smile for the photo. So I guess a part of their break was because Everly wins the Dancer of the Year, and of course that is on their video or on their channel. And then they also, so not only did Savannah post on the Instagram stories about that skin issue, but of course it was also a complete ass vlog. Seeing Posey prancing around Disney World with her name on her jacket, really? They don't care. Here's another Stan account that says they're promoting Labrant and the Fish Fam. In the tags, they used cancer survivor and Black-owned business. Disgusting. Bare minimum, if you're gonna run a Stan account, don't use hashtags that could actually help something good get exposure because you want exposure for your Stan account. Bare minimum, let's do that. Even though you're over there sharing photos of other people's kids, which is creepy and weird and gross, and you are, you know, begging for the attention from these family vloggers, bare minimum, let's not utilize hashtags like cancer survivor, Black-owned business, because those hashtags should be designated for people that actually deserve the attention. Savannah's here letting her kids use an indoor trampoline as a kitchen stool so that they can help her bake. That's cute. So this is a really long post, but I think it's a good one. So this will conclude this part of the video. Because again, I don't want to keep you guys here for ages, but I will definitely do a part 2. And maybe next time I'll sort it by the top posts and we can go through it that way. Give me your thoughts down below and we'll figure out how to do it for the next part. For the Labrants, I also need to do a part 2 for the Colleen Ballinger one because that is a gold mine as well. So this post, I don't know who made this post, but it says, how could you trust your parents? I don't see how anyone could trust their parents when all they've done your whole life is create content for the whole world to see. I don't understand how any child could possibly feel loved when they seemingly only do what they do for social media. Like if Instagram shut down tomorrow or if it closed at 6 or 7 p.m. like a normal business, what would life be like for those kids then? The Labrants have hidden cameras, pulled mean pranks on their kids, and done things just for YouTube, etc. How will they ever know what's genuine? This is something I've said for a long time, especially with like the Ace family. Any family that pranks their children, no matter how young or old their kids are, you know, kids don't understand what a prank is and they don't know how to differentiate, well, if this was a prank, they could say the same thing next time and it not be a prank. Kids are way too young and they shouldn't have to worry about that anyway. Like, how could anyone ever feel like they have a safe place in this world if they can't even trust their own parents? They didn't even grow up in a safe home. Everything about your life is for the viewing of others. It's not about you. Nothing was done for you. At the end of the day, their whole life online was just a facade. Those kids are going to have such serious issues. And I'm for the first time genuinely realizing how serious this is. And I feel for the first time so sorry and sad for those little kids. I used to be such a big fan of the Labrants too. I have 2 copies of their book, but I've even grown to realize how fucked they are. We all know damn well that the Labrants read things people say online. So So even after the kids grow up and realize that people had been telling them that this kind of environment hurts kids later in life, and they never stopped, is so fucked up. And there's no parent that loves their kid that would genuinely put their kid through this knowing what it does. What a bunch of low-life, pathetic excuses of parents. Even child actors get designated time off screen. And before you turn a certain age, you're only allowed to appear on TV for a certain amount of time. And this is something that I've heard from the Ballinger stands that come in my comments sometimes is, oh, well, you don't even know the difference between, or why aren't you talking about child actors? And the difference between child actors is that there are protections already put in place to protect child actors. Their home is not their filming space. They are limited to how much they can work. They are not being coached by their parents. They're actual, they have acting coaches and acting classes, and that's like an actual job. And most importantly, they are getting paid, and that money is protected for the child. There are so many big differences between YouTube vlog kids and child actors. That could be a whole different video. But either way, I did want to give you guys a little intro. Of course, I will link it down below, but I can definitely do a part 2. And let me know your thoughts about doing like top posts instead of newest for the next video. And I might do that too for my part 2 of the Ballinger. But if you guys have any other Reddit subreddits that you want me to react to, please list them or send me a DM on Instagram. So anyway, for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.